Hi, it's Dave Oates here, just out for my daily exercise during the lockdown. Socially distancing, of course, miles away from anybody at the moment by the looks of it, so all safe. I just wanted to do a quick video about one of the things that whenever we're helping people prepare for meeting or us getting in contact with a birth relative, we're always asked what are the percentages, what are the chances, and I never give them, because I always find it's every situation is unique, and a lot of what happens really will be predetermined by the situation that we find when we get in contact with the person that we're looking for. With adoption, there are checks in place to try and understand how somebody might feel about being contacted by contacting the adoption agency or checking if the person in question is on the adoption contact register. But actually it's quite rare to find there's been any contact there to know how we might be received. And it's been highlighted today by, I had 2 letter responses. One was just an email, and it was a 1-line email, and it just said, "You've contacted me recently and I just want to say I don't want to take this matter any further. Thank you." That's it. A very short response. There is not much more we can do, sadly, when somebody responds and tells us that. You know, it's up to them. We let them know that we're here, we can help support them. We're always open speaking to them about it, but it's hard because we don't really get much of an understanding of what the reasons are. But contrast that with a lady that spoke to me today in response to, we'd written to her on behalf of her son, who she'd given up for adoption, and she told me that she had always wanted him to find her. He was adopted nearly 60 years ago, and she never felt that it was appropriate for her to get in touch with him because she'd given him up for adoption, even though she hadn't wanted to. But she was young, and back then there was just no support for her to keep him. So it was like the most important thing to her to get to meet him. It was a dying wish, effectively. She wants to meet him before she's no longer here. So and hopefully now she's going to get to do that. So people often talk about why we do this, whether it's the right thing to do or not, and it's not for everybody. Some people don't want to be found, or some people it's just not a good time for them. But when you get somebody who's responded like that lady did today, and it clearly means so much to her, it kind of answers the question to me why we do this and why it's so important to keep doing it, even though it's not for everybody. But we'll always treat people who don't want contact, you know, with a lot of respect, and try and support them if they'll let us as well. So just wanted to talk about that a bit, really. I'll tell you what's happened today. Hope everybody's keeping safe, and watch out for another video soon. See ya.